Hi, I'm Laura, and this is our August Reads for here at Jefferson County Library. Now I have to explain a little bit why I'm doing it a little bit different this time. Every year at the new school year, we have new books for the program called Oregon Battle of the Books. So every year, Oregon Battle of the Books is a program that kids can participate through their school. In this program, they read a whole bunch of books. It can range anywhere from 8 books to 16 books, but for the Oregon Battle of the Books, it's 16 books. Each of the books they read, they will learn about new places and new things, sometimes go on fantastical journeys, and some of them are even nonfiction. Then the kids, after reading these books, will be put into teams, and they will challenge each other about their knowledge in the books that they read. So definitely check with your school to see if you can get your kids signed up and ready for this year's Oregon Battle of the Books. The competition usually takes place towards the end of the school year, and since the kids have to read 16 books, they definitely need the whole school year to get them all read if they would like to. It's not mandatory to read every single book, but there are some kids out there that are up for the challenge. So what I want to do is I want to tell you about the 16 books this year for our Oregon Battle of the Books. The first one I'm going to tell you about, and just so you know, so this video doesn't go on forever, I'm only going to give you one sentence to explain each book. So the first one is Astrid the Unstoppable by Maria Parr. A speedy, hair-raising girl who wants a friend to share in her adventures and a kooky old grandpa. All right, the next one is The Bookwanderers by Anna James. Tilly deals with the pain of the disappearance of her mom by traveling into some of her favorite books like Alice in Wonderland and Anne of Green Gables. They come to life. The next book is The Care and Feeding of a Pet Black Hole by Michelle Cuevas. Stella adopts a black hole, which helps her get rid of all of the unwanted things in her life. Clean Getaway by Nick Stone is the next one. It's all about how to go on an unplanned road trip with your crazy grandma. The next one is The 14th Goldfish by Jennifer L. Holm. It's about a dead fish, a boy who looks like a deceased grandpa, and science. The next one is a personal favorite of mine. It's called Guts by Raina Telgemeier. This book is about Raina and how she copes with her worries and some of her struggles and anxiety and overcoming a constant stomach ache. It is a very lighthearted book and really enjoyable. The next one is called The Harlem Charade by Natasha Tarpley. Watcher, Shadow, Fugitive, Mystery? The next book is called I Can Make This Promise by Christine Day. Eddie, an adopted Native American girl, goes on a journey to learn about where her name came from. The next one is Letty Out Loud by Angela Cervantes. Letty volunteers at an animal shelter and competes with a boy named Hunter to see who can adopt out the most pets. The next one is Lowriders in Space by Cathy Camper and Raúl III. Lupe Impala, El Chavo, Flapjack, and El Rio Maria love working with low-riding cars in outer space. That one just sounds crazy. And it is also a graphic novel. Sarah Journeys West by Nikki Shannon Smith is about a girl named Sarah and her family traveling west while they struggle for survival on the Oregon Trail. The next book is Save Me a Seat by Sarah Weeks and Gita Vandegarian. Joe and Ravi have 2 things in common, only 2 things, a bully and a mission. The next one is Some Places More Than Others by Renée. Renée visits her dad in New York. It should be exciting, but Renée, her dad is always busy and her dad is always angry at Grandpa. So will she have the experience in New York she would like to have? The next one is Some Writer, the story of E.B. White by Melissa Sweet. Do you know Charlotte, Wilbur, and Fern from the book Charlotte's Web? This is a biography about E.B. White, the author of the story. In the story, Wilbur is known as Some Pig. The title of this book is Some Rider, the story of E.B. White. The very last book we've made it, the 16th book, is called Stay by Bobbie Pyron. In this book, a homeless girl named Piper is trying to adjust living in a homeless shelter and taking care of a street pet named Baby. Well, hopefully I've shared with you a whole bunch of those books and given you some ideas of some books you may want to try reading. We're going to have these books in a special location here at the library, and we're going to make sure we have 2 of each copy. So definitely come in, start reading them now, because there's 16 books to get through, and enjoy. All right, I will see you next month for our September reads. Bye-bye.